Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Tics. We are a YouTube channel dedicated to smartwatches, and we're available on the web at smartwatchtics.com. There is something here. Is there a lady in the house? That looks like a thin ladies band to me, doesn't it? Focus on female smart wearable products. You ready for this? You've never seen anything like it. Oh, there you go. Wow. Live for beauty, walk for health. Awesome. This is a lady's watch, and supposedly it's got all this. Let's get this plastic off so you can see it. It's got all that stuff in it. Functions like, well, they're all in Chinese, but there you go. Icon driven. Looks like blood oxygen. Whoa, to me. That looks like feet, bare feet in the sand. That's a blood drop or a water drop. Moon. Sedentary, you think? Distance. I mean, on and on. A light bulb. Telephone. Whoa. Okay, what exactly is it? Well, if it isn't obvious, it's light in a box. Yes, light in a box. Well, LightInTheBox is our sponsor for the new smartwatch multifunction watch, calories burned, pedometers, exercise recording, APP, control heart rate, sensor, pulse tracking, pedometer activity device. Inside this unnamed YYN2 is that chip with these features and pulsing and sedentary. We talked about all that. IP68, really? You can dive with this thing? Okay. You're in standard Android and iOS tethering, 200 to 250 hours standby time, genuine leather band, multi-languages, and we've got it all. We've got it all right here. Let's unbox this. It's very intriguing. I saw this and I went, we've got to bring this in, guys. You know, you're not going to get the latest Android watch with all the bells and whistles unless you take care of the person you love with something as amazing as this. It is leather band, heart rate stuff there. It's all gold and red. We should be doing this on Valentine's Day, and maybe we will. Maybe we'll revisit it with another box of chocolates. Did you guys see that video? It's still up, you know. A couple of years ago, Valentine's Day, I crammed a bunch of smartwatches that were made for ladies in one of those heart chocolate boxes, and we unraveled all of them. A lot of those watches are still out there, so if you're a lady or you know one and you're watching this and you're considering this particular watch, check out that video for some other options as well. All of our videos, 500 of them, folks, all of them are online. I don't think this thing opens up, so there's no manual in here. How do we charge it? There should be a charger, right? There's got to be something. We got to be able to get in here. Anyway, 500 videos we've hit. We're very close to it. Yeah, so there's plenty of juicy stuff to watch on this channel anytime you want to. And a lot of it is broken up into playlists. So if you're enamored with Z-Blaze or Number One or Fine-Now, there's whole groupings of all of their particular watches in playlists. Boom! Wow. Good and strong, nice, easy to connect, USB charger, and the N2 manual in English and Chinese. Here's the English size, and we are going to be tethering this thing to your phone to be able to capture all of that data, that's what we call it. It looks like it's called the Dro Health. There's a QR code. You can scan the one of your phone's choice and download it, and we'll see if it's in the Google Play Store as well. Then it talks about pairing the phone and what you do there, and then using it with all of the different icons and the magnetic absorption for charging and syncing. Okay, other side is Chinese. Yeah. So, as usual, I will plug this in and charge it, give it a little run through, and we'll be back to see what all we can get on that tiny little screen. I can't believe I'm doing this, but there's no way I'm going to put that pretty little thing on this, ouch, his hairy arm. Ow! Dadgummit. All right, there. Gosh, I hope Mrs. Tix doesn't notice. Anyway, okay, let's let's put this on. Oh, look, it's already lit up. It's showing us some fun stuff. Okay, let me get it on here for you. Don't tell anybody about this. I know it's, yeah, how do you put such a nice thing on a man's arm? All right, let me get into character for you. Hello, everybody. This is Grandma Talks. I'm little Ticky's grandma, and I'm going to show you this watch. Look, it's the time. I can touch it and make it come. Oh, there's a little ugly thing on here. Let me make that little ugly thing come off. Yeah! Hoo-hoo! Oh, now I know where he got his hoo-hoo from. Okay, time! Date! Look at that! Steps! Actually, I've walked a lot more than that, but it only shows the digits of 3. Distance! Calories burned! Oh, it's my blood oxygen. You see that thing pulsing there? It's going to give us my heartbeat and my blood oxygen. Dang, it's hard to keep that high voice. Let's see what it does. Look how pretty my arm is now that it's all cleaned up. 74 with a 96%. Pretty darn good for somebody my age. I can also... I can also go here. And this is going to calculate my blood pressure. And you know, we folks, we got to look after our blood pressure. It's these youngsters that make it so high. By golly. Okay, come on. I don't have all day. There we go. Wow. 68. Maybe it's 168. Over 106. And what's more, we can do an off button. Isn't that sweet? And the version. And back to time. All in this cute little band. Oh, I just can't wait to wear this out. Okay, here's little Ticky. He loves to be called little Ticky. Back to show you the app. Gee, thanks, Grandma. That was really nice of you to do that. Stop by anytime. Okay, let's take a look at it. It's got obviously the twist to see the time. And it went into date. Can you... No, it doesn't have that continuous twist thing. Some of them, you know, you twist it and it'll go to the next one, but you actually have to touch it. But it's sensitive everywhere, on the top, on the bottom, on the sides. And it loops through all those things we just saw. And supposedly it tethers to this cool new app we haven't seen before called Droid Health. Droid Health. And I want to show you some of the screenshots because I haven't collected a whole lot of data yet on it. But this is what it would look like if you have data. Here's over several days. Here's the sleep cycle type information. And it's even got a multi-user section where you can compete with different people on your step count. And then the overall main page looks like this. So let's get into it, see what it does. Now I've opened it before and I've gone in and I've tethered. And I'm opening it again now. The next day I've collected some data. Isn't that cute the way that bubbles up there? And it should connect and sync the step count and other things that we have in here. 443, connection succeeded. And let's see, can we get it? We're on the home page. There we go, 443. Oh, maybe it is. I thought it was over 1,000 already. Well, 443 steps. No sleep cycle. I didn't do that last night. No data on any of these other things, but it's telling you that. And if I go into heart rate, I can actually create a measurement dynamically from the app while this is on the arm. Now imagine if Grandpa Talk or Mrs. Tix were wearing this and you had it all set up with the app, you could probably be checking their heart rate and blood pressure without even having to bother them. That's kind of a cool thing. Blood rate, yeah, millimeters of mercury, so that's your heart rate. Then there's a drinking reminder, so you can set it up to remind you to drink so many cups of water per day. Again, if it's an elderly person that you really need to be taking care of, this might be a non-invasive way of invading that private space to ensure that they're drinking water and that their blood pressure is not too high, those kind of things. You have a sport report here, and it says my history is I beat 95% of the other users, me, myself, and I, so I beat those three hands down with a 0 for today. Anyway, you can compete on this apparently. You have a sport report. Just a quick overview of the app without going into a whole lot of time and detail on here. You've got your temperature. I have ranking against all these other people. Good old Juan out there is running around the world, I think. We've got a training section where you can actually start running. It'll use the phone for a lot of the information. It'll calculate your BMI, your weight trends, all sorts of stuff is in here. And then mine, which is where you put in your device settings and your own information, daily steps, total distance. And look at this, you can link it to WeChat or QQ Health. Your sports goal. Oh, and I thought this one was pretty cool. You have a spirometry. That's how I break down my English words, little bit by little bit. If I blow into the microphone with force, I can see something in milliliters. You ready? Hot dog. Ah, it's lower than average. Well, you get the drift. If I really held it up and blew really hard, really long, I can make that little thing go up there and get really lightheaded and dizzy. And it has nothing to do with the watch, but that's something in the app, and the app is free. So if you want to play with your friends and have fun on who can do the longest, biggest spirometry blow, you can do that without even having to buy anything. You got preferences and feedback and about and all of that stuff in here, but primarily you've got this main page and it'll synchronize to the device, which is available right now from, LightInTheBox, our sponsors who brought this to us. They've got some really cool gear over there, and it's worth taking a look. One of the few that we've seen that has really come out targeted toward the female audience that does really full fitness health kind of data collection in a very non-invasive small little format that only has a tiny little window that activates in here. It gives you the time, flashes to the date, and then goes off. So easy for the user to just get that basic information. And of course, touching it lets you go further into the data that you can acquire with this, including blood oxygen, heart rate, and blood pressure. Very fun. You've been watching Smartwatch Ticks make a fool of himself. And what we have to do to earn your subscription, huh? Please, come on back. We're going to have some more goodies too. Yeah. See you again soon.